Well, I've been a collector of shakers for a long time, but actually shakers are not something that I use that much in what I do, surprisingly. However, I've just always been interested in making my own shakers, and this is something that we can all do. So I just don't have the time to make them all look nice and fancy and make them decorative. So I'm just really quite crude in how I put them together. So the purpose of this video is just simply to show you the types of containers and materials that I use. And all I'd say is that when you are creating these shakers is making sure that the contents are secure, especially if you're working with little children and things like that. You don't want bits and pieces getting out and then for them maybe just to accidentally pick them up and pop them in their mouths or something. So it's just kind of common sense, really. So I'll just show you one or two that I have, and of course the classic is a kind of Pringles container and a few little clear garden stones, so that you'd buy in a garden centre. And so it's quite lively. Or this little plastic container, it's a cat's milk bottle. And probably my go-to ingredients that I pop in here could be pellets, or it could be ball bearings, sometimes fish stones that you can buy in pet stores of different sizes, so you can get really fine ones to slightly bigger, more coarse stones. You can use peppercorns, you can use scrunched up twigs that you might find outside, or little stones that you may find just as you're walking around. It's just anything that you think, rice of course is pretty common too. Anything at all. So this has got ball bearings, and I don't have a top on this, so I can actually open and close my hand. It's a much harder sound. And then the other day I was clearing bits and pieces from my house, and I had all of these sort of old DVD holders, and again ball bearings, and I've just picked up the sides, so again really crude, but harder sound there. Or tiny little containers that I might find in my hotel room. So really sweet there. Or another plastic bottle of water, again you might find this in a hotel room or on your train journey or something. And all of these shakers are really lovely in your hand. You can just feel the texture. This is a glass bottle, and again just a few ball bearings, quite large ones in there. And the beauty about just using gaffer tape or something like that is that you can take it off, you can put more contents in, you can change the contents, do what you want really. This is an old-fashioned address card holder. You rarely see these nowadays, but so really light. I finished a bit of cheese the other day. Lovely. And then of course, I do like some chocolate little treats. So what's in here? I don't know what's in here. So when you do have something that's got a lid, that can give you another nifty colour. And then for about a year I've had this in my kitchen just because I love the look of the tin, a biscuit tin. And then I thought, you know what, I could actually make this into a shaker. And it's amazing. So really quite heavy and sturdy there. That would cut through any kind of samba band. So yes, and then these little plastic tubes of rice. Or another one that's got some peppercorns. So it's wonderful when you can use these things, get young people creating their own shakers, thinking about the materials, thinking about the kind of containers, what that might feel like when they're playing it, thinking about the weight, thinking about the position of the hand that's used, thinking about the direction of how you manipulate the shakers as well. And really listening to all of the subtleties that's there. Oh, and I seem to have a few of this kind of washing beads or something that you use when you're washing your clothes. So again, yes, there's fish stones in here as well. And it goes on and on like that, really. Oh, this one I really like. This used to be a candle. So this is a lid. I tip it upside down and the candle would be inside this container. So I've made 2 shakers out of this, or used both parts to make shakers. Again, a few little ball bearings in there. Really like that. Or this one here, pop that there. So just a deeper sound. So you can have all sorts of things. Really, it's just up to the imagination. So there you go. There's little old photograph film things that normally, you know, if people were doing a photo session, they would throw these out, but not when I'm around. So you could actually tape this to your hand or something and maybe play a marimba or a xylophone or something, or a drum, and you would get this extra sound as you strike something. Old sort of tea tins. There's all sorts there, so really just have some fun. So when you're thinking about throwing something out, think again. Well, that's it for today's video, and as always, links to my social media channels and website are listed in the description below so that you can keep up to date with my latest news and events. And please don't forget to like this video and do leave me a comment so that I know what you enjoyed. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button so that you can get a notification every time I post. Take care and see you soon.